Alright, so we're entering the last section, or the last video of this chapter. Here we're going to be talking about multiplying and dividing mixed numbers. I don't know why when I start a video it won't move the slides. Alright, so we're going to first find the product. Remember, product means that we're multiplying. Then we're going to give our answer in simplest form. When we are multiplying and dividing, we're multiplying and dividing mixed numbers, you have to. This one you don't get a choice. This one you have to make them into improper, because otherwise it's impossible to multiply across. So we're going to take 2 times 7, which is 14. 14 plus 1 makes 15. So we have 15 halves times 3 times 2 is 6 plus 2 is 8. So we have 15 halves times 8 thirds. And then because it's just multiplication, I'm just going to multiply across. 15 times 8. So we're going to do 15 times 8, and which is over 2 times 3. So 15 times 8 is going to be 120. So we have 120. And then 2 times 3 is 6. And then 120 is divisible by 6. And so our answer equals 20, which is in our simplest form. And you don't have to worry about any fractions because 20 is a whole number. And so again, you have to, your first step here is to make mixed numbers improper, and then to multiply. But again, you have to make them mixed numbers in order to do that. Alright, so now we're going to find the quotient. So we're going to give our answer in the simplest form. Again, must make them an improper fraction. So I'm going to do 5 times 6, which is 30, and 30 plus 2 is 32, so we have 32 fifths. Right now it's divided by, we're going to do 5 times 2, which is 10, plus 1, which is 11. So divided by 11 fifths. Now remember, when we're dividing fractions, we're going to actually multiply by the reciprocal being the flip of the second fraction. So we're going to do 32 over 5 times 5 over 11. And then from here, I'm going to multiply. So 32 times 5, which equals 160. And then 5 times 11, which is 55. Now, because this one ends in 0 and that one ends in 5, I know they are both divisible by 5. And so I will end up with 60 divided by 5 is 32. And 55 divided by 5 is 11. So our improper version is 32 elevenths. And then when I make this into a mixed number, 11 goes into 32 2 whole times. And then we're going to take 32 minus 22. And we end up with 10. So 2 and 10 elevenths is our mixed number answer. So again, when multiplying and dividing fractions, you have to put them in improper fractions. Or when multiplying and dividing mixed numbers, you have to make them into improper fractions. And then use the same rules we talked about in the multiplying and dividing fraction rule video. I believe, yep, that is it. Until next time.